Welcome back. It's almost Christmas, and today I wanted to make something that I've actually wanted to make for a whole year at this point. Last year, just after Christmas, I came across this post somewhere on social media. I don't quite remember where I saw it or who posted it, but essentially this lady mentioned how she made Christmas gift wraps out of fabric to use instead of wrapping paper. And she mentioned that every member in her family has their own Christmas fabric and their own kind of set of gift wraps. They just reuse them every year. And I thought that this was absolutely genius. I love the idea of having something reusable. There's just something about the gigantic pile of wrapping paper that's just going to be discarded after having been used for literally like 10 minutes. Oh, it kind of gives me the ick every year. You know, all of this is being made and bought and then discarded right away, even if it is at least partially recyclable. I would just really love to have a different solution to that. And as someone who values tradition a lot and like family traditions, especially around Christmas, I feel like this could become a beautiful childhood memory for our son, where these specific gift wrap fabrics just evoke the feeling of Christmas or are part of that Christmas tradition. We have our Christmas tree, we have our lovely table setting, and we have the gift wraps. So that is my mission for this week. I want to create reusable Christmas gift wraps for my family that we can keep using time and time again for years, hopefully for forever. So obviously I haven't used this yet, so how it's going to work in practice, we'll have to wait and find out. But I bought these 3 fabrics. I chose 3 fabrics with the idea that each of them will be for one of our family members. May turn out that we just use whichever wrap fits around whichever present, but we'll see. I made sure that they at least kind of match together. So I ended up buying 3 different kinds of fabric. Now, side note, I feel like this would be an absolutely perfect thing to thrift. If you can find maybe secondhand Christmas tablecloths or fabric that someone hasn't used, blankets, just anything that has a Christmassy vibey print, it would be perfect to use for that. Our thrift stores around here aren't that great in this regard, so I had to purchase new. But thrifting these, definitely something to consider, and I think tablecloths would actually be ideal for this. But yeah, I ended up purchasing these, and I went for, firstly, this print right here, which I think is adorable. It has little Santas, little reindeer, a rocking horse, Christmas baubles, gifts, stockings. So cute. This is interior fabric more than clothing fabric, and so it's really thick, and I hope that that will help it be opaque so you can't see the present through the fabric. Because, you know, there's nothing worse than wrapping paper that you can already see the gift through. So in theory, this one is for Flores. Then I got this one for my husband, which is this lovely dark green, red and white tartan. I'm not sure if it's an official tartan. It is really, really pretty. And then for me, I got this twig, mistletoe, berries print. So those are the 3 prints that we're gonna go with. And I got 2.5 meters of each of these. And I am hoping that out of those 2.5 meters, I can make at least a few wraps that are just like square or rectangular cloths, and a few gift bags that can be used for odd shaped gifts or maybe smaller things. I'm probably gonna experiment on my own fabric here so that the other 2 come out really nice if I do make any mistakes. So I think the biggest challenge here is going to be figuring out how many wrappings I can get out of this piece of fabric. Let me put this aside. I do think this is fairly wide. Oh, this is a lot of fabric actually. So I think maybe I should make one really large one that is a square. I should probably think this through a little bit better and then come back on here and just tell you my conclusions, because this is going to be a very long, very boring video if we keep going like this. I will be back. Okay, I'm back with a plan. I have looked up common sizes for gift wrapping. Of course, you can buy these reusable gift wraps for the Japanese huroshiki gift wrapping technique with cloths. Has been around for ages. And I believe that most commonly you have the large ones are about a square meter, then you have medium ones of around 50 centimeters, and then the smaller ones around 30. And I think that should probably work for us as well, especially considering the sizes that I have here. So I think I'm going to do one large one of a square meter, two of the medium 50 centimeter ones, two of the 30 centimeter ones, maybe more, and then I'll use whatever's left on the side here to make a few bags. And I can't stop myself thinking 36, but last year I had 37. We don't have to limit ourselves to the number of gifts that fit inside these wraps. We can always, just buy one roll of wrapping paper per year. It's still going to make a huge difference over the course of the rest of our lives. I'm probably just going to start drawing it out, mapping it out, and then we'll see how much I have left. I think the gift bags shouldn't be too big probably, because bigger things usually tend to come in boxes in my experience. It's the small little finicky things that you want to put in a bag. So I think we should be good if we do it like this. So I'm probably going to have to lay this down on the floor so that I can stretch it all out, and we'll go from there. You probably can't see the lines very well, but I ended up with actually 2 1-meter squares, because there's plenty of space on here. And especially for my husband, I mean, he plays a lot of board games. He often gets gifted board games, and those definitely require a 1-meter wrap. So I think it's probably better to have 2 of the large ones. So 2 1-meter wraps, 2 50 centimeter wraps. I was gonna do 30, but since my fabric is 1 meter 40, I decided to do the small ones, 40 square centimeters. So those are over there, and I have 2 at the moment. Might actually do more, but I'm trying to puzzle this together in a way that we don't have any offcuts, because I think that would be ideal. Do we do 4 of the smaller ones, 2 large ones, 2 medium, 4 small, and then some bags? Yeah, let me draw 2 more of the 40 centimeter ones, and then I'll just start cutting so you can see you can see them a little better. Okay, so here are the wraps. These are the small ones. These are the medium ones. And then these are the large ones. I love them. They look like cute little napkins right now. And then this is how much I have left to make some bags. So I think we could do a few larger ones and a few teeny tiny ones. But since I'm losing light pretty fast, what I think I'm going to do for the rest of today is to finish the edges. And I think I've seen these lined, but I think that's firstly just way too much work. Secondly, it's going to result in a pretty thick wrap, and I want this to be as pliable as possible. I've also seen many of the ready to buy ones with just a serged edge, which I personally really dislike. I think it looks messy and like the inside of a seam. So what I'm gonna do is a rolled hem. And now that I have my vintage sewing machine back from the repair shop, I can use my handy little rolled hem tool to do that, and it's gonna be really fast. So I'm looking forward to that, and I think that's gonna be the prettiest, most usable way to finish these. But of course the possibilities are endless. I think it would be really cute as well to maybe do a contrasting bias binding. So say this was a red ribbon instead of a pink, you could kind of fold it around the edges like this, top stitch, and I think that would be adorable as well. They're looking more and more like napkins the more you do this. But yeah, just that in Maybe a green or a red would be really cute. But I want to keep these pretty neutral, because once they're done, the way you actually use them is, well, there are several ways to use them. You could, of course, do the Japanese huroshiki, which is tied. But I think I'm just gonna go more classic European style. Use it as regular wrapping paper and then tie a ribbon or a piece of twine or just some kind of cute string around them and hold them closed like that. In order to give that element a bit more room to shine, I'm gonna leave the binding inconspicuous. So rolled hem it is for me. I'm gonna do all of these. If I have more time, I'm gonna cut all of these, the same sizes of wraps, out of the other two fabrics, and then we'll reconvene and think about the sizes of the pouches. I've just been chipping away at doing these hems, I guess, edges. I gave up on the vintage sewing machine and the rolled hem foot after trying to make it work for a while. The weave of this fabric is just too loose, and these little fibers on the end kept coming loose and then catching in the rolled hem foot, and it was just more trouble than it was worth. So I decided to switch back to this machine right here and just do a hand, like very narrow folded hem, I guess. But it ends up looking like this. Very clean, very lovely. Nice and clean on the outside as well. You can barely tell it's there, so I think this will be perfect. And also I did figure out how I want to do my pouches. The fabric I have left is this shape. All right, this little L. So what I thought I'd do is I just cut off this narrow bit so that we have two rectangles. And then with this bit of fabric, I think we could do two fairly large gift bags. If I just fold this into the center, you can get a bit of an idea. Here you can see there's a split down the center. That's the size of the two individual bags. I will cut it down the middle, like the back of this, to keep the sides so that I don't have to sew up the sides here. I'll just keep that closed. And what I think I'm gonna do for these large ones, let me actually just cut this, we can do it together. For these larger ones, I was thinking of doing a drawstring bag, but I think it would actually be nicer if I don't do any closure at all. And then once again, you have the option each year to close it with a really nice ribbon or a string or just something that matches whatever we use to tie the square cloths with. And I think that would just be a little bit more elegant than a drawstring, at least on these larger bags. And I like having the option of tying something, maybe, you know, tying a little charm or a sprig of evergreen or just something nice, having the options to tie something to it as well. So I'm not going to do a drawstring. What I am going to do is just fold this right sides together, or maybe actually I start by edge finishing one of the edges here. That's probably better. Yeah, let me do that. I will do a little rolled hem on one of the long edges, like what's gonna end up as the top, and then I'll be back. So we have a nice little hem on this end. So now I'm gonna fold it right sides together, have the hem along the top, and then this is like the simplest thing ever. I'm just gonna sew along here, and that's literally it. For this one, I will go ahead and finish the seams on the inside, do like a little finishing stitch, because this fabric frays a lot and it comes apart, you know, pretty much when you just look at it. I want to make sure that the insides of this are finished so that we can keep using this and it's a bit more durable. So then we just flip this one inside out. And there's an absolutely lovely gift pouch ready to go. I think I'm also gonna do two kind of long skinny ones. Cut this in half. And these I'm gonna sew like this. The bottom is already attached, so I'm just gonna sew along both of the sides. And I think I'm actually gonna do the same thing, so no drawstring in this either. And there we have the small pouch from the inside. Hem rolled, edges finished. And this one's meant for really small gifts, right? I also feel like not doing a drawstring makes it a little bit more customizable in size. 12 gift wraps per set. I think that is plenty, honestly. And we'll have a nice variety. Yeah, I think this is good. So let me go ahead and finish the rest of this set, and then we'll see how much time I have to maybe start a second one. But honestly, I'm having quite a good time with this. Just watching something in the background. I should probably give these bags an iron once I'm finished, just to kind of flatten out the seams a little. But yeah, this is great. So far, loving it. So then this is what it more or less should end up looking like. Of course, once the time actually comes to wrap our presents, I will put a little bit more care into it, but you can see it works perfectly, just like any regular paper gift wrap, just a lot more reusable, sustainable if you actually use this for many years. And I just think this is going to be an absolutely lovely family Christmas tradition for us. So it'll be a few more nights behind the sewing machine for me before I have all of these hemmed and finished nicely, but that's okay. I'm almost done with the mistletoe set, and it's actually pretty fun to do. So thank you so much for joining me for this adventure. If you would like to try something similar yourself, then I feel like right around now or just after Christmas would be the best time to find Christmas themed fabrics at thrift stores, because that's right around when people declutter them and when the thrift stores put them out. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a lovely day, and I will see you back here again next week.